What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the young stages of life. We're going to continue our series with the tarot today. We're going to talk about the Empress. Man, this is a powerful card. This is a powerful place in your growth and development. Man, this is going to get a little deep, okay? Stay with me. So when you look at this card, you see this young lady. You see the water flowing, you see the trees behind her, you see the wheat at her feet, you see the shield, symbol of Venus, of love, you see the red stuff that she's sitting in the chair, stuff that she's sitting on that's supporting her. There's so much to this card. There's so much to this picture. And so when you look at this picture and you really understand this is a combination of the two previous cards that we talked about. In this card, you see the Magician. In this card, you see the High Priestess. And so again, when you look at this card, the Empress, is a combination of the two cards right before her, the Magician, where you learned as above, so below, as within, so without. As you learned about the four elements, you know what I mean? Using the ability or the things around you, converting energy, transmuting energy, manifestations. The Magician card. And then you tap into the High Priestess card, the wisdom, the intuition, the knowledge, you know what I mean? The depths of going within. And so when you look at these two cards and you combine these two cards together, you combine these two powers, these two energies, these two frequencies, when you combine them together, you get this, the Empress. And so again, when you look at this card, you see everything about her. It's about love. It's about, man, beauty. It's about nurturing. It's about growth. It's about development. What's also about her going on with this picture is that the red symbolizes the fire, the passion. You see the water right in front of her. You see the air above her and the earth that she's sitting on. All four elements again in this one picture. Her shield is love. Is love. That's her protection. It's love. Why am I talking about this? What's this got to do with us? When we grow up emotionally, we'll go through changes, we'll go through transitions in life, we'll go through stages. We start out as the magician, as the fool, and then we go to the magician, understanding, oh man, I got all this power. I don't really know how to use this power, but I got all this power. I got all these gifts. I really don't know how to use these gifts or what these gifts are for, but I got them. And you transition to the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is the depths, the knowledge, wisdom, going into yourself, tapping into universal consciousness, tapping into God consciousness, Christ consciousness. But you got to go deep for that. And the great majority of us aren't willing to do that. And so we get stuck right there at the High Priestess. Not understanding that if we grow up and understand these things, we're allowed to go behind the veil and transition or go behind that door. And the High Priestess, she had a veil behind her. She stood at the archway, the doorway, with she sat with a veil behind her. And the veil is the things that we don't understand. Sitting here, she's now sitting with nature behind her, with the world at her disposal. Again, she has the 12 stars, the zodiac, attached to her crown. That is her crown. She's mastered that. She understands that. Around her neck, she has pearls, 9 pearls. When you understand the pearls, the depths of pearls, the deep understanding of pearls, we're going to do a video on just talking about pearls. When you understand pearls, you understand, man, Those 9 pearls represent the 9 planets. This lady is bad as fuck. This lady's tapped in. This lady is secure in who the fuck she is. This lady ain't insecure. This lady understands love, passion, nurturing. This card is symbolic of the mother. And so, not your mama, but just mothers, how mothers are supposed to be. Now, I get it, the great majority of us didn't have great mothers. Again, they had their own issues. They had their own stuff that they had to deal with that they wasn't ready to process yet. And so that taints our perspective of what moms are. And so that twists our understanding of how we are supposed to treat our mothers. Because we have this toxic understanding of our mama, and we associate our mama with, this is how moms are. This is what it means to be a mama. To be abusive, to be a drug addict, to be an alcoholic, to be not loving, not compassionate. Or to be overly that and you can't do anything because they're so protective. And that protection is coming out of fear. Well, I don't want you to get hurt because I've been hurt. I don't want you to do that because I've been doing it. I don't. And my younger kid's mom, she's a registered nurse and been one for 20-something years. And we laugh and joke because to her, everything is death. Oh, you can't do that. That's going to kill you. You can't do that. You're going to die. It's like, fuck, you can't do shit. You can't have no fucking fun. Because everything's going to fucking hurt you. But that comes out of her trauma. Her unhealed stuff. And so when you look at the Empress is sitting in comfort. The Empress is sitting secure. The Empress is sitting, man, I'm not tripping off anything. I don't fear anything. I'm good. I have everything at my disposal. Everything is always working out for me. I'm not in a lack mentality. I don't have to grind to make some shit happen. I ain't got to get on my hustle to make sure the lights don't go off. I ain't got to grind and go out and do some conniving shit to make sure you got a nice Christmas. Because she knows who she is. She's tapped in. And unfortunately for the great majority of us, we don't get to this place. We don't. Where we can sit in peace. Knowing that, man, I love me. I'm in love with me. I'm in love with life. I'm at peace with life. I'm at peace with the world. I'm at peace with the world because I'm at peace with me. I love the world because I love me. I don't fear outer space. I don't fear death. I don't fear the unknown. Why? Because I'm at peace. I've tapped into that universal consciousness. I've tapped into that wisdom, that understanding. So I'm good. I could sit here and relax. I could sit here and not be filled with anxiety and depression and fear. I could sit here on my passions, supported by my passions. That's the red. And I could be completely connected to everything around me that brings about, and that's a reflection of growth and development. That's a reflection of abundance. That's a reflection of love. That's a reflection of peace. We got to grow up. We have to grow up. You can't get here without going through the other stages of the magician and the high priestess. You can't get here without doing the deep work. Again, of the high priestess, of diving deep into the subconscious thoughts and fears of your insecurities and your pains and your traumas, and healing and releasing that crap. You can't get here until you move beyond that veil of the unknown. You can't get here until you tap in and learn how to go within yourself and be perfectly aligned with God, universe, source. When you're tapped in like that, now you can sit back and not be stressed the fuck out. Now you can sit back and just like, man, I could sit here and cross my legs and just put my pinky up and sip on whatever I'm gonna sip on. Why? Because I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. I'm in perfect alignment. I'm at one. I'm at one. And again, the high priest, the high priestess showed us the duality. The Empress shows us the Trinity, the triune, the three becoming one. We got to grow up. You got to be able to, man, I got my ego on lock. I got my ego under control. I'm not led by my ego. I'm led by my spirit, my intuition. And so I'm tapped into nature. I'm tapped into space. I'm tapped into me. And when you have all three, now you're perfectly aligned. I was talking about the three brains. There are three brains within each and every one of us. We don't understand this. And so the great majority of us, we're stuck with our ego brain. We're led by our ego brain because that's all we know. And so we're completely out of alignment. And then there's another brain, our heart brain. And oftentimes your heart brain and your ego brain are at war with each other. Or your ego brain is at war with your heart brain. And so you can love somebody, but your ego brain is telling you, fuck this, and all this other toxic shit. But your heart, the passion, the love, that brain is trying to get your ego brain to understand the real. But the ego brain is logical and it doesn't make sense. The things of the heart. The matters of the heart does not make sense to the matters of the ego. And so there's turmoil, there's chaos. There's no peace. But then there's another brain. The gut brain, the soul brain. And this is where our soul dwells. This is where our spirit dwells. And so when you get all three in alignment, now you can become one. I got my ego brain under control. I have my ego brain in alignment with my heart brain, which is in alignment with my gut brain. We talk about the chakras going up, you know what I mean? That's the same thing with our brains, the three brains within us. And so this lady, this Empress, represents the alignment of all three brains. This card represents the Trinity, all three brains acting as one. All three brains operating as one. And so there is no war, there is no division, there is no duality. It's one. And because there's one, there's abundance, there's love, there's passion, there's that nurturing atmosphere where growth and development takes place in abundance. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. The Empress. It's a trip because we look at her and we talk about, man, this is Gaia, this is Mother Earth. No, this is everything. This is not just planet Earth. Again, she wears the beads or the pearls around her neck, representing, I got all 9 of them in alignment. We're one. I got all 12 zodiacs on my head. It's one crown. Because I brought them all together. One. One. We have to grow up. Life is so much deeper than what we think it is. Our growth and development is so much deeper than what we think it is. Man. Love. Love. You are love. You are love. You are not just love. You're loved. You're loved because you are love. And when you tap into that and understand that at your core, you're love. And that love is manifested in your life with peace, with abundance. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.